Let's start out with the Big 12. I mean, the Big 12 was extremely impressive in the non-conference part. I mean, they sent the SEC to the woodshed after the SEC had an impressive non-conference the year before. Just an extremely deep league, so many good teams. We have some of the teams we mentioned before, Arizona and Iowa State. You've even got other teams like BYU, Houston, and Texas Tech. How about this? How about the Big 12 so
And all three of those teams that you mentioned can make it to the Final Four. That's the crazy part too. Like this league is so good, it's so deep that like BYU for instance. I mean, they have arguably the number one pick in the draft. Devonta is special. I mean, he can do things that most guys can't do. He's a man amongst boys almost nightly. Um, but you look at the way that they play, like offensively, they're so gifted. Can they stop teams
yeah.
though? The elite teams is going to be the question, especially come tournament time. But I don't question that they're going to go out there and score. And obviously, come tournament time, that's very beneficial. I mean, obviously, the name of the game: you score more points than the other team, you're going to win. And most of the time, they're going to do that, just because they are so gifted offensively. You look at Texas Tech, you kind of know what they're going to do. They're going to guard the heck out of you, and they do a great job at it. And like Toppin's an NBA player, so you got some really, really solid pieces there on top of elite defense. And then Houston, I mean, you already know that they're going to defend at an elite level because Calvin Sampson's not going to allow anything else than that. So those three teams in particular are like I almost would pick those three to get to the Final Four over Iowa State right now just because I kind of trust them a little bit more. I know that might sound kind of odd, but just my personal opinion. But then you look at some of the other, I mean, you look at Kansas. Kansas is always going to be in the running, always pushing for a Big 12 title. And there's so many other teams that you can go down the line. Like, how many teams are going to get in the tournament from this league? 12? I mean, there's like, it's, there's a very legitimate chance that they could even get more than that. It's just insane.
Yeah, and like there's really hardly any breaks in the schedule either because like you
Right.
even look at the teams towards the bottom, like UCF isn't really known as a basketball power. They've stepped it up lately. I mean, I think they only have like two, three losses this year. They beat Kansas. So like they're looking really impressive so far. You've got you've got West Virginia kind of stepping it up a little bit with the new coach there. Oklahoma State has improved a lot this year. They're kind of a team that looks like they're going to hover around the bubble. I mean, you even got like Cincinnati might be the worst team in the conference right now, and they just took down Iowa State the other day. So like you really just don't get a break in this league.
You don't at all. It's like you're just continuously night in, night out. It's just a battle every single night. And it's great for us fans to watch. And it, that's why I said earlier, like, is this league so good and so dominant that they're just going to beat each other up to the point where come March it could be an issue? I think that's something to watch moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, we've seen it a little bit before. Like you've seen a few. Like the only time that Houston has not gone, using Houston as an example, the only time Houston's not gone on a really long tournament run under Kelvin Sampson since he got that thing rolling was the years that they kind of got beat up a little bit and had some injuries entering the tournament. I think back to what was it? Was that 2021, 2022, and when they were a one seed and got upset by the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, with Marcus Sasser because he got hurt.
Yeah.
I believe that was that. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, like usually Houston, you look at Houston seed and you can usually predict them to go as far as the seed tells you, and maybe then some. That was like
Right.
the only year where it felt like they really underachieved, and that was because they just dealt with so many injuries.
Exactly.
But yeah, if these teams stay healthy, I mean, they're all a lot. These are a lot of squads to watch when it comes to the NCAA tournament. Like, there's so many good teams, like you said. Obviously, I think BYU might be the one that concerns me the most, just because of the defense. We saw them get eliminated last year because they just simply got outscored by Alabama. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what we get out of them this year. But again, like there's a lot of good teams.
Absolutely. The league sets up for like they could have three out of the four Final Four teams being from the Big 12. I mean, it's extremely like we said, I mean, it's extremely deep. Like there's night in, night out. There's no cupcake.
Yeah, absolutely.